Good afternoon, Tony Dattino, doing my live with Tony, and wanting to talk to you a bit about the successes that have been occurring at the cognitive work that Michael Dattino and Catherine Hagan have been doing over at the YMCA in Dr. Phillips' area of Florida. And it's just been fantastic, and they now are at the point of their 3 years of experience, some great testimonials, and they're back in the mode of, so how do we promote this on a larger base? And so it's a 4-hour program done 2 days a week, though the family members and the attendees would do it 5 days a week if we had such a program for them. And they just love it, and Michael and Catherine have had to continue to adapt and bring new materials in, and between the two of them, they are just loaded. They're a powerhouse of two people that understand the importance of cognitive fitness and training and the interaction with people who are in need of such help. And so it started out from the Jewish Community Center of Orlando, and Ruben Romanowski was the CEO of the center at the time, and he was a very strong proponent on trying to help people with the early stages of cognitive impairment. And so he would issue sent out this notice, and people would come in, and he'd do a MOCA test with them and try to determine who were the people that would be the best fit for giving them some new skills and giving them some new social interactions and giving them a reason to want to get back alive again and keep on going. And so he did a fabulous job starting this off a little over 3 years ago. Started this program off with 9 people with a fixed set of 16, and they've reached the 16. And so they now are at the point of 16 with a couple on the waiting list. There are some folks that have graduated, meaning that they've moved on and are not fit for the program anymore. So they graduate, and there are some people that want to get into the program. And so they're maintaining their level of 16 for a program, and that brought them to Michael and Catherine to the point of saying, okay, we've got to do some work on this connection we're making and connect brain training. So we got to put together a little brochure that we can hand out to people so they know what we're doing. They can appreciate that what we're doing, and might want to embrace it as something on their own. So let me just give you a little background. The number of people living with dementia and Alzheimer's disease is expected to double. And people are waiting for this medical breakthrough. It's like, all right, some pill's going to come along. And boy, they've been working at this pill for a long time. And I always remember talking with Tony Buzan, who was my mentor and the guru for mental health, always talking about the onset of mild cognitive impairment, but can you skill build? Can you improve your memory? Can you build skills on how to improve social interaction? Can you get into some form of exercise programs? Can you change the nutritional habits of people and get the right chemistry that goes into the brain cells that generate your thinking and your memory and creativity and all the skills that we use for mental fitness? And so I always remember that, and so there's still too many people, well, gee, I'm just going to wait for that easy pill. As cardiologists and doctors that I've worked with over the last 15 years have said, too many people are still waiting for that easy pill and think, if you just give me enough of pills, boy, the pills will take care of every problem I've got. So the program is to support and enrich a phase in life that's rooted in a therapeutic model where it promotes cognitive fitness through structured social wellness activities, and to be proactive in addressing cognitive decline for any of us. And it's got lots of evidence-based data to back it up. So what are its highlights? It combines mental exercises with physical movement and creative expression tied into social interaction. And it gives caregivers, the people that love and care for the people that are in the program, a chance to get a break and create their own support group. And so they learned, it's amazing how this has just grown in 3 years and what it's done. So what are the program objectives? Well, first of all, we want to obviously develop new skills for the people that think they can't develop any new skills. That's an interesting challenge in itself, because as you get the new members to come in, they're like, are you really going to do it? And I was just talking to a member, he said, God, when I first came in, I said to my wife, why are you bringing me to this? I don't really want to do this. And he said, it took me a few sessions, and I love it. I look forward to it. As long as I'm well, you know what? We schedule appointments around it. I want to be here 2 days a week for the 4 hours. I just love the interaction with people. I love the contribution. I love what I'm learning. And so we want to stimulate some new skills in people and let them continue to have a joyous life. We want to obviously improve their memory in short-term levels and vocabulary where we can, and maintain physical activity to promote neuroplasticity. And finally, create new friendships and new positive memories. So we always ask people, okay, so what are some of the things that you really enjoy about the program? And what are some of the things that you find that are beneficial that you just can't wait to be a part of? You can't wait to do more. So the brain training objectives, obviously to get long-term memory recall and guidance, gratitude exercises to reduce anxiety. Now, God, I was just reading about the importance. They do a gratitude journal that I have to do every day that they're in class. And I'm reading more and more about the importance of gratitude journaling. Certainly, there's a significant amount of social engagement through group interactions. And they go through music, art, journaling. I mean, so they're physically engaged in a series of different activities that target memory, focus, attention, and reasoning comprehension. So it's just amazing what you can do in this program with people that have almost given up on themselves, or the family members who have just like, I'm at my wit's end. I don't know what else I can do to help them. I don't know where else I can go. It's unbelievable in terms of how people come to this in a state of last remorse, or this is the last thing I could possibly even think to do, or what. It's just fantastic. So they finally put together, some information that, they can send out to people and say, okay, if there's an organization, a group that would like to start and initiate a new program, we will come and help organize that and figure out how to make that work. For whatever, it could be a doctor's organization, it could be a community service organization, it can be a chamber of commerce, or it doesn't matter. It's like, where is there a cluster of people that that have loved ones that are in some form of a concern about their mental fitness. And so they've got to the point now where it's time to expand it. And I'm excited about this. The more people I see and talk with, and doctors and things, the more people that really could benefit by this. And you don't have to be in the stage of Alzheimer's. That's what's great about this. There are people in the program today that are in a high learning stage where you can teach them things and they just enjoy learning it and expanding it and then being in their own creative self. There are people in the middle that sometimes they get an exercise, sometimes they don't. And there are a few people that are getting the major benefits of social interaction and not feeling that they're alone. And then the biggest benefit comes to the caregivers, the people that have their loved ones in this workshop where they feel that they can put them for 4 hours twice a week and they come home happy, as many of them have told us. You can tell the difference in my loved one on the days they attend the Institute and the days that they don't, because they are just so much more energetic and alive and well and excited and pleasant. Then they're asking, when am I going back? When am I going back? When's the next class? So I wanted to do a little bit of that. Next week, I'm back off to New Smyrna Beach, and I'm going to give this a go as long as I can get internet connections. I'll keep my laptop with me and keep my Live with Tony's going. But I did want to at least share what Michael and Catherine are doing to expand a program that I can see benefits by in thousands of people. Have a good weekend, and hope your football team does well, though all football teams can't do well, and all baseball teams are now wrapping it up. So we're going to see what's going on in the baseball world and playoffs, and eventually get to the World Series, and college football is well underway, and the NFL has started, and so, but lots of weekend sports activities to look forward to it as well. Have a good evening, and we'll see you next week. And if I'm not with you next week, just hang in there. I'm at New Smyrna Beach, trying to get internet connections to keep up my Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and if not, I'll pick it up when I get back.